Sometimes, life feels like it's moving at a snail's pace. You want things to happen, but everything seems to be at a standstill. The truth is, when you find yourself waiting, it's not just a delay, it's a divine pause. God is making you wait for a reason. This waiting period isn't empty time, it's a powerful phase of preparation, growth, and alignment with His greater plan for you. When you're forced to wait, it's easy to feel frustrated, confused, or even abandoned. But what if this waiting is actually a sign of something greater in the works? When God makes you wait, it's because He's crafting something better than you could imagine. It's a sign that you are being prepared for something extraordinary, something that requires you to be ready in ways you might not yet understand. So, why does God make you wait? The answer is deeper than you might think. If we rush ahead of God's timing, the consequences can be serious. When we try to force things to happen on our schedule, we often miss out on the full blessings that God has planned for us. Rushing can lead to missed opportunities, broken relationships, and paths that take us away from our true purpose. It's like baking a cake. If you take it out of the oven too soon, it's not fully cooked, and you're left with something that's less than what it could have been. The same goes for life. When you don't wait for God's perfect timing, you might end up with something that's incomplete, unsatisfying, or even harmful. Waiting is hard, but it's essential for your growth and for the fulfillment of the promises God has for you. Patience allows the pieces to come together in the right way, ensuring that when the time comes, everything is aligned perfectly for your good. The first reason why God makes you wait is to strengthen your faith. During this time, you're being called to trust in Him more deeply. It's easy to have faith when everything is going well, but true faith is tested when things don't go as planned. When you're waiting, you're put in a position where you have to rely on God completely. This period of waiting is like a spiritual workout. It builds your trust muscles, making you stronger and more resilient. It's a time to deepen your relationship with God, to lean on Him, and to learn that His timing is perfect, even when it doesn't match yours. During this waiting, God is also teaching you patience. Patience isn't just about waiting, it's about how you wait. Are you waiting with hope and trust, or with frustration and doubt? The way you handle this period can shape the outcome of what's to come. This waiting time is a gift, an opportunity to grow closer to God and to become the person He needs you to be for the blessings He's preparing for you. Another reason God makes you wait is to prepare you for the blessings that are coming. Sometimes, the things you ask for aren't denied, they're just delayed because you're not yet ready to handle them. Think of it like planting a seed. You wouldn't expect to harvest fruit the day after you plant it. There's a necessary period of growth, nourishment, and development that must take place before the seed can bear fruit. Similarly, in your life, there are blessings that require you to grow and mature before you can fully receive and appreciate them. During this waiting period, God is working on you, refining your character, developing your skills, and preparing your heart for what's to come. It's not just about the blessing itself, but about you becoming the person who can handle it. Whether it's a relationship, a job, or a dream, God wants you to be fully prepared so that when the blessing arrives, you'll be ready to receive it and steward it well. God's timing is not just about giving you what you want, it's also about protecting you from harm. Sometimes, what you're waiting for isn't ready, or there are dangers that you can't see yet. God, in His infinite wisdom, sees the whole picture. He knows that if you receive something too soon, it might harm you or lead you down a path that's not meant for you. This could be a relationship that isn't right for you, a job that's not aligned with your purpose, or a situation that could lead to pain or disappointment. By making you wait, God is shielding you from these potential dangers. He's making sure that everything is in place so that when you do move forward, it's safe and right. This is why patience is so crucial, trusting that God is not just making you wait for no reason, but that He's actively protecting you, ensuring that the timing is perfect for your ultimate good. In the moments of waiting, you might not see the dangers that are being avoided, but one day, you'll look back and realize that the wait was a blessing in disguise. Waiting also plays a critical role in building your spiritual maturity. This is a time when God is deepening your understanding of His ways, teaching you to walk by faith and not by sight. When everything in life is going smoothly, it's easy to rely on your own strength and understanding. However, during periods of waiting, when answers are not immediate and the future seems uncertain, you're compelled to rely on God in a deeper way. This builds a spiritual resilience within you, a maturity that can only come from trusting God through the unknown. It's in the waiting that your spiritual roots grow deeper, anchoring you more firmly in your faith. You learn to pray more earnestly, to seek God's will above your own, and to surrender control of your life to Him. This spiritual growth is crucial because it prepares you to handle not just the blessings that are coming, but also the challenges and responsibilities that may come with them. The waiting period is not just about delaying the blessing, it's about preparing you to carry the weight of that blessing with wisdom, grace, and spiritual maturity. Another vital aspect of waiting is that it aligns you with God's will. Sometimes, in our haste, we pursue goals and desires that are not truly aligned with what God has planned for us. We might think we know what's best, but God's perspective is much broader and wiser. He sees the past, present, and future all at once, and He knows what will truly fulfill us in the long run. When you're forced to wait, it's an opportunity to reflect and re-evaluate your desires. During this time, God works on your heart, gently guiding you away from what isn't right for you and towards what is. He may close doors that you thought were perfect, only to open new ones that are even better suited to your true purpose. This waiting period is a time of alignment, where your will gradually becomes more in tune with God's will. It's a time to surrender your plans to Him and to trust that His plans are far greater than anything you could have imagined. Waiting is also a powerful tool for developing patience and perseverance. In our fast-paced world, we're often conditioned to expect instant results. But God's timing operates on a different schedule, one that's focused on eternal purposes rather than immediate gratification. By making you wait, God is cultivating the virtues of patience and perseverance within you. These qualities are essential for living a life of faith, as they enable you to endure hardships, remain steadfast in your beliefs, and continue to trust in God even when the road is long and difficult. Patience isn't just about waiting for the right moment, it's about maintaining hope and faith throughout the waiting period. Perseverance is the ability to keep moving forward, even when the journey is tough. These virtues are not just important for receiving the blessings that God has in store for you, they're also crucial for your overall spiritual journey. They equip you to handle future challenges with grace and strength, knowing that God is always in control. As you wait, God is also building your testimony. Every period of waiting, every challenge you overcome, becomes a part of your story, a story that can inspire and encourage others. When you eventually receive what you've been waiting for, the journey you took to get there will serve as a powerful testimony of God's faithfulness. Others will see how you trusted in God's timing, even when it didn't make sense, and they'll be encouraged to do the same in their own lives. Your testimony is a beacon of hope, showing that God is true to His word and that He rewards those who wait on Him. It's in the waiting that your testimony is forged, becoming a powerful tool for ministry and for spreading the message of God's love and faithfulness. The trials and tribulations of waiting are not in vain, they are the foundation of a testimony that can impact countless lives. The waiting period is a time to deepen your relationship with God. When you're waiting, you're drawn closer to Him in a way that might not happen when life is going smoothly. This is a time to pour out your heart to God, to seek His face, and to listen for His voice. In the stillness of waiting, you learn to hear God more clearly, to discern His guidance, and to understand His heart. This deepening relationship is one of the greatest gifts of the waiting period. It's not just about receiving an answer or a blessing, it's about drawing nearer to God and experiencing His presence in a profound and personal way. As you wait, you develop a reliance on God that strengthens your faith and enriches your spiritual life. This closeness with God becomes a source of peace and strength, enabling you to navigate future challenges with confidence, knowing that God is with you every step of the way. Waiting also teaches you to appreciate the blessings that God gives you. When something is easily obtained, it's often taken for granted. But when you've waited for something, when you've prayed, hoped, and trusted through the waiting period, the blessing becomes all the more precious. God doesn't just want to give you blessings, He wants you to fully appreciate and cherish them. The waiting time creates a sense of gratitude and thankfulness in your heart. You learn to see every good thing as a gift from God, not something you're entitled to. This gratitude enriches your life and helps you to value the blessings you receive in a deeper way. It also prepares you to be a good steward of those blessings, using them wisely and with a heart full of thankfulness. The more you wait, the more you appreciate what God gives you, and this appreciation turns into praise, further glorifying God for His goodness. Finally, God makes you wait to prepare you for greater responsibilities. The blessings God has for you often come with responsibilities, whether it's a new job, a relationship, or a calling. These responsibilities require maturity, wisdom, and strength. By making you wait, God is equipping you with the skills and character traits you'll need to handle these responsibilities effectively. He's ensuring that when the time comes, you'll be able to carry the weight of the blessing without it becoming a burden. The waiting period is like a training ground where you learn, grow, and become the person who is ready to step into the role that God has prepared for you. This preparation is essential for ensuring that when you do receive the blessing, you're fully equipped to manage it in a way that honors God and fulfills His purpose for your life. Waiting is never easy, but when you understand the purpose behind it, you can embrace it with faith and patience. God is making you wait for a reason that's rooted in His love, wisdom, and desire to see you grow into the person He created you to be. Every moment of waiting is an opportunity to deepen your faith, strengthen your character, and prepare for the amazing things that God has in store for you. So, the next time you find yourself in a season of waiting, remember that it's not just about the end result, it's about the journey of growth, alignment, and preparation that God is leading you through. Trust in His timing, knowing that He is always working for your good, even in the waiting.